Good evening and welcome to Hlspwns World YouTube channel. Since getting my RTX 2080 Ti, I've been slowly working through my racing and simulation VR games. The whole idea of me going the RTX 2080 Ti was not only to begin gaming at 4K, but it was also to enhance my user experience with the Oculus Rift. Previous graphics card only had 4GB of VRAM, and the RTX 2080 Ti has 11 and a hell of a lot more horsepower under its PCB. So I've got to pretty much one of the most intense VR games you can experience, and it's very much in the news at the moment, and I am of course talking about Dirt Rally, as you can see in the background. Now, Dirt Rally 2 releases on the 26th of February, and I believe one of the most famous sim racing YouTubers is testing it tonight on his channel, so I would go out and check JB's channel if you're interested in seeing what the new game looks like. Now, the fantastic news is that Dirt Rally 2 will now include VR support. But as before, they're not going to have it available until quite a few months after the game has launched, and we've been told possibly sometime around the summer. So in the meantime, for all of us that still race in VR, we're not going to get that fixed just yet, and that's why I wanted to get more into Dirt Rally VR. Now, Dirt Rally VR didn't look brilliant in the headset on my older graphics card, so pretty much had to run it at all very low settings to get 90 frames per second. As I thought, with this being a 2015 release game, I'd just be able to max all the settings. How wrong was I once again? And I'll be honest, this video has been coming over the last weekish, and I've had some very late nights pissing about with settings. And if anyone from Codemasters does ever come across or watch this video, can I plead with you to try and get the VR sorted out in Dirt Rally 2, because even with an RTX 2080 Ti, under the worst conditions in the game, in night racing and rain, I cannot hit a consistent 90 frames per second. That could be because of me having the first gen Ryzen CPU. People with an Intel CPU may be able to maintain higher and better frame rates consistently throughout. But I am going off a real world scenario with my computer, which is pretty much as good as you're going to get currently, and the graphics card, I still can't turn it out. But it is what it is. And I've tuned the settings so it looks the best in the headset, in the HMD, and not worrying too much at what the setting is in the actual graphical settings, because some of them don't make a massive impact in the headset. Now, with all this said, it's not going to make your replays look fantastic, but hey ho, it's about you enjoying the experience in VR. So anyway, without me rambling on all evening, we'll get into VR, we'll get into the settings. And here we are in the options and extras menu, and we're going to start off with the controls, because there's two settings that you're going to want to have a look at to enhance your racing experience in Dirt Rally VR. And if we come down to advanced wheel settings, if we keep moving down, I'd highly recommend setting up soft lock to on. The reason for this is turning it on matches the steering lock of the wheel to the steering lock of the car that you are driving in the simulator. Now, different cars have got different amounts of steering lock, and this will make it a lot more realistic. Another option that I really recommend you change is under the hood setting. And if we go into that, if we scroll down and if we go back up, VR, vehicle camera motion on. I highly recommend setting this to on, because what it will do, it will lock the VR motion with the camera in the car. Now you need this on to get a real perspective and feel of what the car's doing. If you don't have it on, you will move around separate to what the car's doing. Really, when you're strapped into a racing car or a rally car, as we are here, you're strapped into the seat and you are going to bobble about and move, but you're not going to be moving independent to the car. If you struggle with motion sickness in VR, turn it on, and then you're locked to the VR camera of the car, you'll be one with the car. This is a night and day setting. I highly recommend you make sure that is on. Right, if we go into the graphical settings, if we go into video mode, I'm running at 1920 by 1080, which gives us a good clarity in the headset. It's not trying to push it too far. Full screen is on, obviously. Multi-sampling I've turned off. I'm not actually running it, so I don't think we actually need it. Aspect ratio is auto. Refresh rate is set to 60 for my second screen, not the VR headset. Ignore that setting, that's more for your second output screen than the actual headset. Now if we come down to the quality, you can see that I've got a custom preset setting. I haven't used any of their settings. If we go into the quality and the advanced, night lighting I've set to medium. At low, you lose a lot of the ambient lighting and lighting within the vehicle and outside where you've got lights and other things. Knocking it up to medium brings that ambient lighting within the car there, and it makes it look so much better. From medium to its highest setting, there's not a massive difference. There are differences, but not huge enough to have it set to that. Shadows I've got set to high, because if you go any lower than that, they can look very blocky. You can set this to ultra, but I found at high it seems to be, I'm quite happy with it. Advanced fog I've got on, particles set to high, weather I've got on low. On high you just get more effects. I prefer it on the lower setting anyway. For me, I found setting the crowd to a low level gave me more performance. Cloth, now this is a weird setting where you've got like taped off areas or barriers or stuff around. It's how good that looks and how it moves. I've set that to high. Ambient occlusion I've set to ultra low because this doesn't make a huge difference in the headset. Advanced ambient occlusion I've set to off. Mirrors I've set to low. You can set them to off to get an even bigger performance boost, but I think it makes the interior of the car look weird, so I've left that on low. Ground cover is an absolutely frames per second killer, so I've set this to low. Vehicle details, well, you want your vehicle inside, everything to look as good as it can. You're sitting in it at the end of the day, so you want that to be good, so I've got that set to ultra. Now the track I've got set to high. The difference between ultra and high is maybe just a little bit more draw distance. It's not huge, and for the impact it takes, I've just left it at high. Now you do want the track detail at high because you need to see where you're going and what's happening on the road ahead. That's what rallying's all about. It's about looking at the track ahead of you and manoeuvring around it. Trees I've set to ultra low. They're not going to look pretty, but again, this is a massive cost on frames per second, and at the end of the day, you're focusing on what the track is in front of you, and the fact that the trees don't look shiny doesn't give absolutely any difference within the headset. Objects I've set to low. The reason I've done that with my processor, I don't know why, when you go past objects and stuff on the track, it just seems to get a frame per second drop. I don't know whether it's bad optimization or what, but I've got that set to low. Vehicle reflections, well, we're not really looking outside the vehicle, we're in it, so I've set that to low. Water I've set to low because Having this setting higher doesn't seem to make a lot of difference. Skid marks on, absolutely. We want it for a bit more realism, and we can see where the cars have gone off, and we want us to leave our own skid marks. Texture detail I'll put to high because we want a high amount of clarity. Shader detail we want high because we want as much clarity where we can get it by having the other options set to low. Anisotropic filtering I've set to ultra. Now this helps with FPS, frames per second, but it also cleans everything up, and with just the resolution of the Oculus Rift, with this set to ultra, I don't think you need any anti-aliasing. Maybe you might feel that you want to set anti-aliasing because you're really bothered about jaggedies. For me, for the the level of detail you get in the Rift, I can cope with that set at shade at those levels. Smoke shadows are on, advanced blending I've got off, and that is pretty much it. Now if I take you through a stage, let's do Wales in the night, in the rain, and I'll show you that we don't get a full 90 FPS throughout, but for the majority of the track it sits at a good 90. Now for the car, I think one of the best cars in this game, and I've actually drove one of these on a rally experience in real life. Never done a real rally, but I got to really let loose in one of these. Well, I'll tell a lie, it wasn't an Evo 10, it was actually an Evo 7, but it had 340 brake horsepower. It was full rally spec, and it was quite frightening actually. And Dirt Rally, it's off-road, gravel, dirt and snow. Feels quite realistic, believe it or not. It's the tarmac that really lets Dirt Rally down, and it doesn't even feel like you're driving on real tarmac in this. And it's almost got its own, I wouldn't call it arcade, but its own unique physics. But this vehicle is very, very close to what I've experienced in real life. Anyway, less talking, more driving. Now I am using the realistic manual box with clutch. I'm set up pretty well here. The seat belts are just on my chest. Here's our co-driver, hello there. As I say, I've got mirrors on just so it makes it a bit more realistic. In the headset, this is looking as the best it's ever looked to me. It doesn't look too bad, and considering some of the settings I've got are quite low, it looks sound. It really does look good. Right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
60 over crest, left 6 and right 6 100, left 6 and right 5, and left 6 half long 80 over crest, left 6, right 5 60, keep right over crest 150 through dip, right 6 150, dip right 6 and left 5 half long over crest 100, keep right over crest 80, keep left over crest 80 over crest, right 6 and crest jump maybe 150, left 6 and caution right 6 bump and left 5 logs outside 130, right 5 keep in, right 6
Oh, that was nearly a
80,
moment then.
and right 5 continues over crest, right 6 over crest, into left 3 long, and right 4 don't cut, into caution right 4 long, longs don't cut 60, and right 5 over jump maybe, right 6, into caution left 5 gate, and left 1 long, into turn hairpin right. 200 class junctions.
Go on, pull it out.
Caution, keep right over crest through posts. Left 6 through posts, jump 60, crest, dip, right 3. left 660 line over crest, left 4 half long, into right 1 long, don't cut, 100. Caution right 6 crest, jump maybe, and left 4 long over crest, 80 over crest, left 4 continues to 80, keep in, and crest, into right 2 over 80, tightens to 1, and opens through posts. Right 6 posts, crest, keep right over crest, into left 6 jump maybe, and jump, and keep right over jump 100, keep left over jump maybe through gate, and jump maybe, and caution jump maybe, into left 4 crest, hair left 5 long, tightens to 1.
So I'm just going to recover the vehicle. Okay. Bit too enthusiastic there.
Keep right over crest, 80 through dip, crest, right 6 half long, 150 over crest bump, caution keep left over crest, left 660, 6 through dip, keep right over crest, 150, keep right over crest, caution left 3 long through posts, and gate, 80, gate, left 4 keep in, into right 5 half long, 80 through dip, gate, right 6 100 over big crest jump maybe, hairpin left 100, right 5 into right 5 long, don't cut, logs inside, 100 over crest, keep left, right 6 into right 4 long, logs inside, and right 6 into right 4 over crest, caution right 5 over crest, jump maybe, gate, and hairpin left, crest 60, bump right 6 over crest, and crest down, right 4 continues for 90, keep in through dip, into right 6 long over crest, into hairpin left, crest, right 6 over crest, into left 6 over crest 60, left 5 over crest 60, into left 6 80, keep right over jump 100, caution keep mid over jump, into right 5 half long over bump, keep in 80, right 6 keep in 80, left 6 keep in crest 100, right 6 half long, and caution right 2 deceptive, and right 680, caution crest, immediate turn open hairpin left, crest 60, left 4 long dip, into left 5 over crest, dip crest, and caution keep right over crest posts, left 3 long through posts and opens, keep right over crest, continues past junction, caution 100 down past junction, open hairpin right, 80, left 660, care left 6, right 680, caution left 6 crest, into right 3 long don't cut 60, caution right 6 keep in, crest, into left 5 long 60,
Oh, hairy moment!
left 6 150 crest jump maybe, keep left over crest jump and keep mid over crest and right 6, and left 6 keep left over crest, into right 6 keep in crest, into left 6, into right 660, keep left over crest, care crest, into right 3 long keep in, 60, crest, left 6 and right 5 half long, through dip 100, left 5 half long keep in, 170 over crest,
Come on.
caution crest, into left 5 and right 4 long, over bump 150, right 6 and left 6, and right 5 long, keep right over crest, 60. Right 6, 60. Keep left over crest, and right 6 continues to 100, and tightens hairpin right. Into bump left 4, into right 4 half long, into left 6, into left 6, and left 6 jump to finish.
Whew! We just got through that. That weren't too bad. A few little mishaps. 33 seconds behind the leader. It's acceptable in rallying. I do need a lot more practice at Dirt Rally. I haven't given it the time it deserves, and certainly now it's looking as good as this in the headset. I'm definitely going to be doing more of it. Now, I always do this. Just cancel that. I honestly think one of the best things in Dirt Rally is the snow, as well as the wet and the gravel. So if we get ourselves along to Sweden, and yeah, we'll do this one. We'll take the Evo again. Hang on. What I love about how immersive VR is, you could almost be there. When you're racing in the snow in VR, it's weird how it psychologically makes you think you're in the cold. I had a weird, I don't know, perhaps just me, I'm a strange one. But it does place you there. Let's see how we can get on the snow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Anti-lag.
Crest, right 6 long times 40. Caution line over 2 crests, left 4 over crest jump, maybe 40 bump dip. Left 5 continues for 80 over bump and big bump 40. Right 5 and left 5 long over bump. Into left 5 keep in. Caution left 5 over crest bump dip. Right 5 over jump. Left 5 long tightens over crest 80 through dip. Care left 5 60 over bumps. Right 3 over crest 80. Left 4 and crest 60. Right 4 tightens 3. And left 2 half long. And right 3 opens band camber 40. Caution keep left over crest 40. Left 3. Right 4 half long, tightens 3 bump, and turn right 4 tightens 3, and left 4 over bump, opens and tightens 80, keep mid over big jump 40, right 6 long over bumps, and left 4 half long 40. Right 5 over crest jump.
Jesus, go on.
Over bump, and right 5 half long. Caution crest jump and left 3 tight don't cut bump and right 2 long.
Whoa.
And left
Kept
3
going.
crest. Into right 2 long, tightens 80. Caution right 4 over crest jump, tightens 60. Left 3 over bump crest, 60 crest. Into left 4 half long, crest jump. Right 5 60. Right 4, 40.
Oh, whoa. Yeah. I knew we'd lost that.
Right 6 over small crest into left 5 half long. And caution right 6 into left 3 long past junction 40. Crest jump. Right 5 long and keep left over crest jump maybe. And right 6, 60 crest. Left 5 tightens over crest band camber, 60. Right 6 through dip, and caution keep left over crest bump, 60. Left 5 long over crest bump, 60, crest jump dip. And left 4 over bridge, 60. Left 3, into right 2 tightens.
Going to get out. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Into left 4 half long.
Yes!
Into right.
Sorry, that was a bit high pitched then, but.
And caution, crest, left 3 tightens. And right 5. Into right 4 half long over bump 60. Left 3 through dip, tightens 2 over crest 80. Care right 4 half long over crest. And left 6 over small jump. Into right 6, 60 over small crest. And caution, left 3 continues over 2 crests, 80. Right 4 half long, 130 line over small crest. Left 4 through dip, keep in crest, 60. Right 3 half long, 40. Left 3 don't cut, into crest, 60. Right 6, 80. Right 6 over bump, continues for 80. And left 6 long over bump, 80 over bumps. Caution, right 6 over long crest, into left 6. And caution, right 5 over small jump and small jump. Right 5 over jump bad camber. And left 5 into right 6 bump.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Left 5 and right 6 half.
That was crazy.
Half,
Proper crazy spin that was. Lucky to get away with that.
And keep right over long crest. Caution, left 4 long opens past junction, 60. Caution, turn square back late, narrows, 100. Crest. 100. Right 4 past junction, 130. Left 4 don't cut. And right 4 opens and continues for 80. 60 bridge, 130. Keep right over jump. Into left 5 long over crest, 150 over bumps. Caution braking crest, right 4 continues for 80. 100, past junction crest jump maybe 40. Left 4 half long over bump, open 60.
Sorry about that.
Right 4 long past junction tightens into crest and left 4 half long 40. Right 3 100. Right 3 long opens over crest line for 100. Caution bump left 4, right 5. And left 3 tightens over crest. Into right 5 over bump 40. Caution left 3 over crest.
Shit.
Turn around.
Yeah, I know that, boss. Oops, alright. Let me go out.
And open hairpin right. Into left 3, 60 crest, 40.
Oh, bright the ribbon. Bright the ribbon.
Into caution right 6 over bump. And left 4 half long, don't cut 80. Left 5, 40. Left 3 over crest, bump 80. Caution right 4 over crest, past junction. Left 2 half long and crest. Into right 3 long over bump, tightens. And right 5 over bump, 40.
Oh, no, 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 no. I'll
Left 3
cut
long
that, I'll
past
cut
junction,
that up.
opens. Into right 6. And left 3 long. Into right 4 over crest, bump, tightens 2. And right 3 over crest to finish.
Oh, I was doing so well. Oh, I broke my ribbon. That's intense. That is intense. And 12 seconds off the leader there. That was good. I could have took that stage if I kept my flow. Well, that big spin. Wow. I do love this game. Absolutely love it. Anyway, I'm going to jump off. I'll tell you what we can do. I think I'll push. There we go. If I just hold that there, as I say, with the settings we've got for VR, the replays aren't going to look fantastic, but in the headset, that looks as clear as Project Cars 2, Assetto Corsa, or any other of the sim games. You still can play the game in 2D. 2D looks absolutely fantastic. Alright, yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon in another video.
Right 5 over crest jump, into left 4 half long over bump, and right 5 half long